just adjust where this window sits. And let's begin. World of Horror. Which one should I play? Oh, let me just... There we go. Just want to make sure that the screen is... What's this? Oh! I didn't realize I... Okay. Difficulty is currently set to Cultist. That seems good enough. Death modes on death. From below, 1 stamina or reason will kill you immediately. Just like in real life. Death mode, last stand. Starting new encounters will kill you if you drop below 1 stamina or reason. But you can drop to -5 in combat. This option will allow you to rethink your strategy, forget spells, or use healing items. Okay, that seems fair. To begin with. This will prepare for you, allowing you to start the game without worrying about quick play. This option will start a new playthrough, randomly selecting character, old god, background, and more. Customize your play. Choose your own character, background, and yeah, let's pick that. It's been a while since I last played this, so hope I'm not too rusty. So we have World of War base game, unlockables. Okay, and more students, and then there is some extensions that I have not unlocked. And the full game which is coming out this year on the 19th. So excited for that. But this seems good enough. Okay, let's randomize our seed. Yeah. City of Shiokawa, Japan. Something strange is happening in our town. Robed figures can be seen gathering in the woods at night. People are going missing. Disgusting creatures are terrorizing the seaside. The rapid technological progress of the modern era brings comfort, but also new unknown threats. Old gods, malicious eldritch beings who ruled the earth eons ago, are awakening as reality starts to crumble. Armed with clues, spells, and your dwindling sanity, you'll investigate mysterious mysteries across the city and in realms beyond. An old train slows down and stops at its last station. The end of the world is at hand, and you finally arrived in the doomed town. Right. So, what are our backstories here? Oh, they're down. Okay, so World of Horror, at the beginning, no one had any ideas, or no effect. Medical history, brittle bones run in your family, and you've spent each summer in a cast. You start with extra experience and bandages, but each damage can cause an injury. Let's just go with the standard for now. Kira Minami. Could the ghosts following her be in any way connected with all the weird events happening in this town? Plus knowledge minus strength starts with one random spell.
No.
Christ. Sorry. Was just that was a little loud. Spell is right after a ghost of a drowned man kept her underwater. She's determined to solve this mystery. Starts with combat speed bonus. Oh,
No.
that was Aiko Takahashi. Then we have Haru. Robbing that old abandoned manor was a mistake. With his friends dead and mutilated, and a vengeful horror chasing him, no speed is too high. Plus strength minus knowledge starts with cigarettes. Mizuki Amasaki. What a strange world we live in, where stopping an ancient evil is the easiest way of boosting your career. Plus charisma minus strength starts with a random ally.
Oh.
Yuji Tagawa. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words, and government won't sweep this one under the rug. Plus perception minus dex starts with a camera. Mimi. Finally a way to put to practice everything she's learned so far. Plus knowledge minus dex starts with a scalpel. What are these? Oh, you can even customize this. Dang, that's cool. I don't know. Let's do Mimi. Actually, she starts with the scalpel, which is a knowledge-based weapon, so that's good. We could start as the.
No.
We could also start as Aiko. She's high dex. If you can get a fast weapon, she can pretty easily steamroll most encounters, from what I know. But no. I think we shall do Mimi. Okay. Classic mode, Old Gods Are Awakening. Endless mode. It's hopeless. You can't stop the old gods in this mode. There are no mysteries to solve endpoints by surviving an endless stream of encounters. And scenario mode. Short adventures set during the events of classic mode. But that's coming soon. Okay. Let's just do classic mode. Might give endless mode a try at some point. Somewhere, a group of people gather, trying to awaken their master. So, we have Katak Aturasu, the spider god. The terrible spider god is once again awakening from its slumber. Blinded by its impossible to satisfy hunger, it has started to tear down the walls of its cocoon prison. Eternal web, you can't run from combat. The supposed cause of destruction of the Library of Alexandria, a perfect black marble statue, has been recently discovered and is currently waiting in the Museum of Oo for its long-awaited premiere. Entropy. Both your damage and your enemies is increased. It's not bad. The Mad God favors astronomers and magicians. Hey, sarcasm. You want me to say boo? Oh. Let's see here. Granting them its gifts of power that unknowingly brings Atayulash's bloated body closer and closer to Earth. Casting spells costing reason increases doom instead. Actually, what did this one do again? Oh yeah, ups damage. And then we have Goizu, banished to the other dimension. A long time ago, Goizu has found a way to use mirrors to ensnare and teleport its prey straight through the glass. And the glimpses behind your reflection are just the beginning of a real nightmare. Resting increases doom penalty. Let's do this one. Yup. Here we go. Let's just ignore that. Oh, what? Oh, I found an empty bottle. Right, let's just equip our starting scalpel. And since we can, let's fill the empty bottle with water. As that is a healing item. Excuse the rust. It's been a bit since I last played. Let's just take a hot water, warm water, and cold water. Let's just take a warm bath at the start for some extra XP. Go here to get some funds and check out what outfits we can have. Yeah, I like this one. Okay. Sound screen. Oh yeah. Well, there was no stranger standing there in the dark hallway staring at us. Storage, save, custom mysteries. Nah. Yeah. So, let's see here. What are the mysteries for this playthrough? Bizarre brood of the blood-curdling botanist. Far-out fable of a fear festival. Freaky feature of found footage. Curious case of a contagious coma. Bloody brief of a beckoning bulletin. Well, this one seems new. Bizarre brood of the blood-curdling botanist. Your neighbor asked you to help her husband, Shiro-san. Oh, no, there's a comma. He's gone missing. She's worried it might be connected with the new fertilizer he ordered from Tokyo. Where is he and why would he need so much fertilizer? Okay. Well, you got a business card of a gardening company where the missing man was working. Maybe some of his colleagues could tell you anything useful. Mythology Maniac. Investigate the school location twice to complete this quest. Right, so if we go to the school twice before we do anything else, we can get some form of advantage towards a different ending. So let's explore the school, shall we? Despite your best efforts, you feel like the neighborhood is starting to change. Location threat level increased. Oh. Just once more. Go into the school bathroom to wash your face with cold water. A sudden noise behind you stops you in your tracks. One of the stall doors has opened on its own. I'm just gonna close the door. You walk to the door and try to close it, but something is blocking it. When you look up, you see a ghostly pale hand holding the door. Uh-oh. You back off from the toilet as the door slowly opens. A girl in a tattered uniform is standing there. Her head twists unnaturally as she makes a roaring, rattling noise. A door behind you slams shut. Okay. Right, and it's a ghost, so we can't physically fight this thing. Spiritual actions. I have no idea what the ghost banishing combination is. But we can try to do... Let's do, I don't know, clap, clap, bow, bow, clap, clap. And see what happens. The ritual was too long to have any effect. Dang it. Let's try this. See if this is the right length. I got 3 moves right. But I don't know which ones. This is really unsettling visual. I don't like it. Fray. Oh, and that regains stamina at the cost of reason. Well, leave offering. Burn a material offering and attempt to appease the ghost, dealing 9 damage. Ah, and that uses fonts. I see. Wait, sever ties. do I have any... I can... I guess I can do that because the scalpel is a blade? I'm not entirely sure what would be best to do here. Can I can run away at the cost of 5 doom. I can try to keep banishing this thing to try and learn the sequence here at the start of the game. So if we run into any other ghosts later on, we'll know the sequence. Let's do that. Let's just keep trying. Got 3 out of 5 correct, so let's try... Clap. Bow. Bow, bow, bow. See what that does. Turn 4 begin. Let's see. You got 1 move right. Wait. If I only got 1 move and... You got 3 moves right. Okay. So I'm just thinking here. I only got 1 move right. Before. When I did clap and then all bows. Ow, and then just claps maybe? Got 4 moves right. So I need to... Jeez. Okay. So it's bow. Maybe like this then? Let's see what this is. There's need to be another bow in there somewhere. Got 3 moves right. So that was bow, clap, clap, bow, clap. And that was 3 correct. And we know the first bow is correct. What is bow, bow, clap, clap, clap. 3 correct. Nope. Well, I never said I was good at this game. I'm gonna run. That's not running. Just gonna run away. A new yet undefined species of the cordyceps fungus has been observed to infect rats, taking over their bodies. Could it have the same effect with other mammals? Well then. We don't have any spells. Oh, I really messed myself up for no reason there. I was stupid, I guess. Well, while you walk through the crowded space, someone bumps into you and quickly apologize. Realize what's happening. Perception checks. They stole your wallet. You quickly grab their arm and they drop it before disappearing in the crowd. Nice. Surzan has always been a weirdo, but he was good at what he did. Last month, he ordered a pack of an experimental fungicide from Tokyo. I think I've seen the dispatch order with address somewhere. The old man says, "Help me move this dirt and I'll look for it." Let's just go here for a moment. See, assault, flashlight, steak knife. Good if you have a dex build. Compass, energy drink. +1 dex until the end of the current mystery. Salt deals 8 damage to ghost type enemies. Compass is +2 experience for each investigated location. Let's grab ourselves a compass. Investigate. You're pleasantly surprised to meet your old friend while waiting for a train. She's undoubtedly changed a lot since you've last seen her. These days she's moderating a web forum dedicated to the paranormal. Maybe she knows something useful. Invite her for coffee, I guess. In between conspiracy theories and Bigfoot sightings, you hear a worrying rumor about an old god slowly awakening. To rule the earth once again. To solve this event. While the dispatch order is stained with a foul-smelling liquid, you think you can make out the address. At least part of it. The house is somewhere in the nearby forest. Travel to the village. Let me just see something. Hardware store. Mansion. School is schoolyard and library. Hospital. Neighbor. Anyway, investigate the village. Feeling like you're on the brink of losing your mind, you decide to visit your parents' old friend, Father Yasugi. Hey, kiddo. Says the priest who's currently moving some boxes in and out of the church building. Could you lend me a hand? Let's not overwork ourselves. You only pick up the smallest boxes, but the whole thing takes more time than you expected. Afterwards, Father Yasugi invites you inside for a cup of hot tea and home-baked cookies, made by one of the parishioners? I'm not sure how that's supposed to be pronounced. You explain your situation to him. The priest listens, letting you vent all of your doubts and anxiety. Yo, Torak. And I regained some reason, but also gained 2 doom. It's dark. You don't remember the trees growing so close to each other. So now we're at the end of this and have to explore the forest. Dropping tree branches hang over the path, framing it in an almost macabre way. It's almost inspiring. Get lost in thought or get a grip. Let's get a grip. Ah, you quicken your pace and leave the menacing path. -1 reason. Oh well. The trees overhead block the sunlight and you begin to feel gloomy. -2 reason. Well, there goes all the reason I got back from the from the priest. While wandering through the woods, you discover strange carvings on one of the trees, and by the looks of them, they were made recently. Could they be connected with the current mystery? Well, I don't have a camera, so I can only try to decipher them. Knowledge check success. You're certain the missing people were here. You are on the right trail. +5 XP. So you were not here earlier, Tarek, but this is World of Horror. This is the gameplay. You are investigating mysteries to try and stop an old god from awakening. In Japan, in the 80s. And I had a run-in with... Oh, what you thought was just a discarded pile of clothes suddenly move. As it stands up, a cloud of white powder is released into the air. Sport! Bring forth the Cthulhu. Yeah, well, we don't want to die, I guess, is the reason. I'm gonna have to run from this guy. I don't want to specifically, but he does damage to all. If it was just stamina damage, we could easily take him on. But because he does both stamina and reason damage, we don't have enough reason to really do much against him. Don't have the steak knife, so we can't do that. A parasitic organism burrows under the bark, undulating slowly. Investigate it. Knowledge check success. All nearby trees are connected underground. The main branches lead east. You make a mental note to avoid that region. You discover an old campsite located on the edge of a small clearing. The tent has been knocked down, and the food and utensils have been scattered everywhere. Ignore the tent, investigate the ground for clues, or search the tent. We have okay perception, so let's investigate for clues. Footprints and tracks suggest a fight. The owner of the tent must have been dragged by two unknown attackers into the woods. A shape shimmers beneath the surface. With a splashy sound, something emerges from the murky depths. Leech Girl. One to all. I want to run from these encounters, but I also know that this is a particular mystery. I remember, it's not as new as I thought it was. I've seen this one before, though I haven't played it, and I think there's a boss you have to fight at the end, so I have to be conservative here. Following a trail of rotten fruit, you stumble on a small forest shrine. It's probably dedicated to some local spirit. A small statue looks alien and menacing. Guys, what should we do? Pray or destroy the shrine? What should we do, chat? Pray? Okay. Let's pray. Perception check. Success. Kneeling by the shrine, you discover a small piece of paper tucked behind the statue. Finally! After what feels like hours of following the dirt road, you find the old mansion. It's completely overgrown with plants you've never seen before. In front of the mansion, there's the gardening company minivan filled with boxes. Slowly, you enter the building with caution. You stand in the middle of the room where suddenly the floor gives up and you fall down to the basement. Falling through the hole in the floor, you find yourself in an overgrown basement. In the corner lies a man you recognize. It's Shiro-san, the missing gardener. You must help him escape this cursed place. Protect the gardener. Lead the gardener. Damage 3 times XX. So let's take a closer look at his injuries. Oh. Oh, the top of Shiro-san's head flies off, revealing his brain. Out of it bursts the fruiting body of a fungus. And we have no more reason and is dead. Well, we're not actually dead yet, I think. Maybe? I'm not sure. We can still fight, it seems, so... Next game... Your next hit has decent chance to hit. Okay, yeah. So I pulled myself completely on the first encounter of this. When I ran Mommy, is that man okay? No, honey, no, he's not okay. Yeah. The encounter was the final straw. Your mind has snapped and you've been locked up in an asylum. It would be comforting to to accept that you were insane, that no old god is awakening to devour humanity. But the drugs haven't made these horrors disappear. So, new story. Custom playthrough. Randomized seat. You're gonna look for a bit while you play well? That's fine. You can listen to me in the meantime as a podcast-like thing. Robed figures can be seen gathering in the woods at night. People are disappearing. And slime monsters are lurking in the seaside. The rapid technological progress of the modern era brings comfort, but also new threats. Old gods are awakening. Armed with clue spells and your dwindling sanity. Dwindling, we saw that. You'll investigate mysteries across the city and in realms beyond. Let's play as Aiko Takahashi this time. As she starts with extra combat speed. Standard mode. And let's do... Ithotu, the black pillar that supposedly was the cause of the fire that destroyed the library of Alexandria. Okay. No bottle. We could lead something to charge here. Ah, cool. Let's get those extra one fonts. Let's do this one. Get that extra XP. And... let's see, what's on TV? The TV host is guarding a big octopus. At least, that's what she claims. Because there are way too many tentacles. Well, let's see what mysteries we have this time. We have... alarming account of abnormal arms. Macabre memory of morbid mermaids. Sorrowful saga of the Moonlight Sailors. Freaky feature of found footage. And eerie episode of evolving eels. Let's just do alarming account of abnormal arms. Since I'm in the wrong timeline to get the other ending for this one anyway. And this one doesn't have a boss at the end. I remember when it started. The woman next door was strangled to death in her bed, with no sign of forced entry. The killer was never found and the apartment remains vacant. Abnormal anatomy. Investigate the hospital location twice to complete this side quest. Well, let's do that. Start by doing that, actually. Where's the city? There's the... Let's go and see the dog. Camera. Backpack. Cigarette, sewing kit, or flashlight. Allows 2 additional items. The backpack, camera. Do I want to spend free doom to reroll the stocks? Or just get the flashlight, maybe? Let's reroll. Yep, that was worth it. Steak knife. There we go. That is a really good weapon for this character, so let's go to the hospital now. Investigate. You find yourself in an old, unused part of the hospital. You take a deep breath. The disgusting smell of thawed remains still linger in the room. It used to be the hospital's mortuary, where doctors determined the cause of death. Pull the cloth off the section table, search the cabinet, or check the freezer. Let's search the cabinet. Perception check failed. Something flashes in the corner of a dusty drawer. Too late, you realize it's a rusty scalpel blade and you cut yourself badly. -2 stamina. Dang. Well, investigate again for that extra bonus. You're stopped by a masked man wearing a lab coat. He introduces himself as a researcher from Tokyo University, testing a new treatment method that promises to revolutionize modern medicine. Holding out a pile of documents, he tells you he can heal your wounds for free. You just need to sign here. I'm gonna decline. You politely decline the generous offer and continue on your way. Don't really need healing right now. Anatomical Museum Archive displays a specimen with elongated arms and jellified bones. -1 reason, but we've completed the side quest. Travel downtown. Investigate. Walking through the park, you find a little girl crying alone in the playground. When you ask what's wrong, she says that she can't find her mommy. Luckily, you spot the girl's address on a backpack lying nearby. Let's take this girl home. You offer to take her home. When you get there, the terrified mother slams the door in your face. From behind the door, she starts screaming to get the girl away. The little girl calmly tells you that she can take it from here. +10 experience, -2 stamina. The apartment is on the 3rd floor. There's no way somebody used the window to escape the murder scene. Investigate the apartment. When you stop by home to pick up your lunch, you find a pile of letters in your mailbox. Read the letters. Lock check failed. Bills, lost 2 funds. It's fine, I still have 1 fund, so it's no big deal. You notice the odd placement of ventilation shafts. They seem too small for anyone to crawl through, though. You hear rustling on the other side of your apartment door. Someone is trying to get in. A apartment stalker. Yikes. Well. Let me just see some here. High speed. Chance rate 70%. Oh yeah, I don't even need... I can just... like... spam attacks. How much damage is the steak knife again? Oh shit, I got a concussion. Minor injury. -1 knowledge until end of the current mystery. Okay, that's fine. How much damage was the steak knife again? It's 3 damage. Actually, it's 4 damage. Okay. Yeah, this should be enough if I don't miss all my attacks. There. Wait, what's that? Pick it up! I got a baseball bat. 4 damage. Worse speed. And it's a strength weapon. Which is on par, but not as good as the steak knife, I think. Well, you should interview the neighbors. Maybe you'll discover something the police missed. While looking around the ransacked room of your recently deceased friend, you discover a half-finished painting of a woman, her skin a ghastly pale yellow color. The scene is disturbing, you struggle to look at it. Charisma check failed. Intimidated by the unsettling painting, you're haunted by nightmares. -2 reason. One neighbor is complaining about her underwear missing. You prepare a bath. You think about all the possible leads so far. You're very tired. Maybe ice cold water is a good idea. Take a hot bath. Ah, it took too long and got one doom. Second neighbor is complaining about weird noises coming from the vents when she's at home. The telephone sounds and multiple voices are too loud for you to ignore. When you enter the apartment, everything gets silent. Gossip junkie. Recent damage, okay. Well. Let's just slash at her, shall we? I think I didn't even fully max out my thing there. Resolve combat. We've defeated the gossip junkie. Let's check the building plan to find out if there is a place where all the vents connect. A woman jumps out of her apartment covered in gore. Between sobs, she tries to explain what happened. She was taking a shower when suddenly the shower started spraying blood. A trail of blood leads into the dark apartment. Calm her down. That would be charisma, which is not the best. Let's check the bathroom. Knowledge. Ah, shit, that's knowledge. You don't find anything. The smell of blood makes you weak. Every room is connected by vents coming from the unused boiler room. Could it be? Investigate the boiler room. You enter the dark boiler room and trip over the pipe. Cursing, you find a light switch and gasp in horror. It's not a pipe at all. It's a long, rubbery arm coiling around the room and ending in a ventilation shaft. Coming closer, you can smell something vile and rotten. Check the vent. You almost fall to the ground when you see the wide open stare of the dead pervert, his elongated limbs stretching and disappearing in the vent's darkness. Inside his mouth, you find a key. Why is there an eyeball in the vent when he still has both his eyes? Ah, who cares? After the police have arrived, the whole building was searched. Following the arms, the detectives find the body of a man stuck in the ventilation shaft. Later, he's identified as the building's caretaker. In his closet, police find pieces of underwear and voyeur photos of the tenants. You're questioned thoroughly and eventually released as the murder case is being covered up as a case of an unfortunate gas leak. Alarming account of abnormal arms ending A. Reward for solving the mystery, 30 experience plus 15 for thorough investigation. There's still hope, minus 3 doom. Tireless, plus 1 reason and stamina. Time passes 1 day. Gained a new level. Let's see here. So, I can take folklore study. I have some perks. It is a folklore study. That's knowledge. Not my best stat. But I think folklore study does give you some advantages. Outdoorsman. That's plus 1 luck. Which is a hidden stat. And leadership. Plus 1 charisma. At the very least, I'm gonna take some dex. And I don't know. Outdoorsman, maybe? Or maybe I should take folklore knowledge. To shore up my worst stat. Nah, let's take Outdoorsman and get plus 1 luck. Also got this tiny key. The old god stirs. Freaky flood. Did the water level suddenly increase, or is it our or is our city slowly sinking? Let's see here. Freaky flood. Exploring the seaside location has a chance of inflicting drenched status. Oh. Inside your mailbox, you find a small key. Right, first things first. What do I need? I need a hot bath to gain some of my stamina. TV. Some of our readers report a strange tall man dressed in white taking the metro after dark, apparently stalking lone passengers. Please take care and avoid traveling alone. Okay, next mystery. See, mermaids. Moonlit sailors. Let's do evolving eels. Eerie episode of Evolving Eels. While returning to your home, someone suddenly bumps into you. Did you know? You turn around. It's your friend living in the same apartment complex, Kana. That weird dude is back. You know, the one who studies fish? Investigate this mystery. Alright, You shrug, opening the door. Kana follows and immediately enters the kitchen. A while later, she returns with 2 cans of soda. Aren't you curious? What weird fish did he bring this time? She grins. So we have Kana with us, which gives a -1 damage reduction when in combat. I saw the creepy neighbor carrying some jars inside his apartment. I wonder, what weird fish did he find this time? While you check it out, will you check it out, she says. He will surely recognize me if I try to do it myself. Please? Investigate the seaside location twice to complete the quest. And I just got the flood, so we can become drenched. Nice. Well, seaside. And I'm drenched. Something gigantic and invisible leaves a deep void in the sea. It's not moving, but you swear it's watching you. -2 reason. What does drenched do? All combat actions are slower until the end of the current mystery. Your wet clothes stick to your skin, slowing you down. Ah. Dang it. Guess I'll have to play this mystery at normal speed. Or normal combat speed. You can't shake the feeling that those small dock buildings hide some terrible secret. +2 doom. You may be going crazy, but you swear something is watching you from the sea. -1 reason. Investigate apartments. Excuse me. Do you have a moment to talk about our real Lord and Savior? The day of reckoning is coming, says the voice on the other side of the line. You definitely don't like the way the man on the other side of the line puts an accent on real. Hello? Are you still there? Hang up immediately. You put down the phone a little shaken up. Just how many people did that odd man call today? -1 reason. Dude's working at school, right? We could break into his office. What do you mean we shouldn't? It must be empty because he just came back and his classes begin next week. Well, let's go investigate the school. You bump into one of your teammates in the gym. Hey, Takahashi, she says, looking over you with her brows furrowed. Are you doing okay? You've been acting really weird lately, and you look super tired. You shouldn't burden her with everything that's going on, but... This seems like a charisma check. Haunted school, here we go again, yeah. Lie or explain yourself. Let's explain ourselves. Let's look crazy and fail a charisma check. Oh, luck check success! You hesitate, but after a deep breath, you tell her what's really going on. Shockingly, she believes you and wants to help. You try to convince her that you're fine on your own, but she's clearly made up her mind. You feel guilty letting her get involved, but you know she'll be a big help. Plus I lie. Aiko's friend. She's always had my back. Allow one additional inventory slot. Ooh. The neighbor's office at school is empty. You do find a few jars, all filled with weird eel-like fish. Despite your protest, Kana decides to take one jar home. Have you ever seen an eel like this? It's so freaky. Don't you have a feeling it's watching us? How can she sip her soda so calmly, staring at that creepy creature? Let's investigate the apartments. Loud knocking wakes you up in the middle of the night. Open up! Shouts a deep voice from behind the door. I know you're in there. Call the police. The man escapes when he hears the police sirens. But before he goes, he draws an unfamiliar symbol in blood on your front door. Plus 3 doom. I've seen him burning some notes behind our apartment building. Let's go and check it out. Is this eel even alive? Not a good doom amount, to be honest. 24 is fine. Mr. Triple Zero, your neighbor, is a horror manga artist. He's struggling to come up with a satisfying ending to his newest story. What's that picture? Let's not do that. Share your experience. Not enough XP. Dang it! Minus 1 reason. Kana was right. Someone tried to burn some papers. They must have been in a hurry, because some of the papers look salvageable. You both return to your apartment and try to decipher the notes. We have a burnt note here. Legend from the prefecture. Eels tell of a small village of robbers who would kill all visitors and dump their corpses into a lake full of eels. Eels of the prefecture could lay their eggs inside human something. That's so weird. Your neighbor really was into eels, it seems. You begin to wonder if spying on your neighbor was a good idea to begin with. Dark forces scheme against you. You don't know who you can trust anymore. Curse! Well, I can't say that. Chance of losing stamina each time you lose reason? Oh no. And that is just here. Forever. Until the game ends. Lovely! And now we have to go back to the seaside. There must be something more we can learn. I'll try to break into his apartment tomorrow morning. I wonder what he's hiding in there. You shrug non-committedly. You just wish you could throw this damn jar into the trash. The military exercise makes you feel safer, but are guns enough to stop the unspeakable horrors lurking out there? +4 doom, +4 reason. Nice. Thinking about how stupid it is of Kana to try and break into your neighbor's apartment, you go to sleep. You spend an entire day waiting for Kana. Where the hell is she? Investigate the school. You're into the kitchen. Even though it's abandoned and the lights are off, something is cooking in a large pot. You don't like the smell of it. Look for a first aid kit. Not a success. You find the first aid kit next to the storage cabinet. You quickly bandage yourself up and leave the kitchen. +2 stamina. Kana has been missing since yesterday. You decide to check out the neighbor's apartment yourself. Well, you cautiously enter your neighbor's kitchen. You are shocked to see countless jars filled with eels, flailing around restlessly. Where the hell is Kana? Check the bathroom. The swollen body of your neighbor is rotting away inside putrid, murky water. Both his eyes are missing, with countless tiny blood trails leading from them in all directions. -1 to both. Turn to the kitchen. I found the neighbor, but when his eyes burst, I slipped on the blood and lost consciousness. I'm afraid there's something in my eye now, too. We must go to the hospital. We must puncture her eye now. Hospital! Too late! Turn away! Shocked, you see countless tiny eels crawling out of your friend's eye in all directions. You rush to the hospital with Kana, getting a lot of attention from horrified people. Your friend is taken immediately to the operation theater, and you collapse on a chair in the waiting room. Fall asleep. Wake up, dude. You've been sleeping for over 3 hours. You groggily open your eyes and see your friend. Kana is wearing an eye patch. Not so pretty anymore, hey? I couldn't exactly tell the doctors the truth about what happened, and I'm pretty sure I won't be winking with my left eye anytime soon. But thank you for saving my life. You're still processing the events of the previous night. Corpse-eating eels that lay their eggs in eyes. Sitting with your friend Kana before your apartment building, you watch the police officers emptying out the neighbor's place. Ending A. Rewards for solving this mystery. 30 experience plus 15 extra for thorough investigation, minus 3% doom, and plus 1 to both health stats. And we now permanently have Kana as a companion. The old god stirs. Dangerous bands of rioters are gathering around downtown area. The police are helpless. A feeling of paranoia and discomfort is almost palpable in the air. Dangerous bands of rioters gather around the downtown area. Go home. Grab another key. What's our stats at? We definitely need to take a cold bath and get some reason back. What's on TV? Local police are helpless as more and more victims with their throats slashed turn up in the downtown area. Doesn't seem anyone creepy is out in the hallway. Well, which shall we do next? Macabre Memory of Morbid Mermaids. That one has a lot of endings. Actually, let me see here. Oh, I can't see the old ones. Okay. Freaky feature of found footage or sorrowful saga of the Moonlight Sailors. Let's do... Ow. Let's do freaky feature of found footage. 3 students disappeared in the process of making a documentary about local folklore and legend of the nearby forest. Now, on the first anniversary of the event, a suspicious man has started asking questions. He claims to be a private investigator hired by the parents of the students. Except the parents of your friends didn't hire him. Who is he, and what did the students discover out there? Investigate this mystery. So, which story? Investigate the mansion location twice to complete this side quest. 3 students disappeared in the process of making a documentary about the local folklore. Maybe you'll find a clue about their last known whereabouts in the school's newspaper. Or we can go to the mansion and investigate that twice. It looks like one of the previous owners of this mansion liked to read. Dusty tomes reach the ceiling. You don't have much time, but maybe you could spare a minute to look through the books? Let's check the table. Now let's check fail. The notes lying on the table look like the ramblings of a madman. While trying to understand them, you read a passage aloud, nothing happens, but you suddenly feel watched. You leave the reading room quickly. Plus 3 doom. Again. The whole building begins to shake as you enter the room. Suddenly a stone pillar bursts through the floor where you stood just seconds ago. Noticing the arcane symbols painted on the stone, you take a step closer, touch the stone, retreat from the room, or study the symbols? Let's touch the stone. That seems like a good idea. Successful dexterity check. Nice. When your fingers touch the stone, the symbols disappear. That's a good thing, right? Plus 10 experience. The legends say the witch was buried alive for kidnapping and murdering 2 children. It points you in a specific direction, potentially saving you some time. Well, time to investigate the haunted school again. Hearing an eerie sound coming from behind the door, you decide to check it out. At first glance, the abandoned classroom seems empty. Once your eyes get used to the darkness, you discover an unusual sigil drawn on the floor. Judging by the smoke, someone put out the candles the moment you entered. What should we do? Light the candles, pick up the book, or study the writing on the blackboard? I've played Phasmophobia, and lighting the candles around a circle in that game isn't something that is advised if you don't come prepared. Let's just pick up the book. You will recognize the sticker on the book. It came from the local library. Solve this event. I got a book called Fatal Flora. Trinket usable. Deal 8 damage to plant enemies. Add new status. Well, that could be useful if you got it in a run where you are up against that plant guy that killed us. That completely pulped our last run. Well, it wasn't him. It was me trying to figure out that sequence, but still. We've investigated, yeah. The notes mention a village not far from your town. You decide to take a bus. Getting closer, you can't help but notice a large number of trees that have suddenly died. What happened here? Investigate downtown. You can hear a faint sobbing sound coming from an alley nearby. There you approach a man on his knees. When you take a step closer, he suddenly stops and perks up. You can hear a nauseating sound of tearing skin. Yeah! Glued corpse. So I can order my allies to attack. Or I can just kind of swing wildly. I think I'm just gonna swing wildly at him. Prepare attack. Then swing wildly. There we go. And then we just swing wildly again. Everyone in the village is unsettlingly friendly. An old farmer points you to an old stone. The missing group supposedly started their forest trip there. Wait, perks. Oh yeah, I have Outdoorsman. Good. So now we have to investigate the village. Need occult sign. Okay. No one answers when you knock at Professor Takuchi's door. This is odd, since he's normally punctual about his appointments. The smell of blood tells you that something's wrong, and you quickly open the door and make your way inside. There's no sign of the professor, but the quantity of blood everywhere leaves little doubt as to what has happened, but how and why. Search the room for clues or items. Let us scavenge the room for clues. Knowledge success. You notice a book lying on the floor. You pick it up to find that 4 pages have been torn out. You memorize the title of the book. Why would someone take them? And what did they contain? Plus 10 experience. Level up! So we have discipline, which is lets us regain 1 stamina for all past event skill checks. Art knowledge can be kind of useful. Gives +1 to perception. It's also fast swimmer, which gives faster offensive actions. Yeah, that's the one. And then we take more dex. Right. Looking back one last time, you can continue deeper into the forest. Need a specific ally here. You have a feeling that you're being watched, and when you hear a branch snap, you quickly turn around. There's someone standing in the trees just a few meters away. Oh, you have to go to bed, Sour? Well, that's fine. Sleep well, buddy! There's someone standing... let's confront them. Luck check says it's just a creepy scarecrow. Relieved, you decide to leave the area just in case. +5 experience. The rumored witch house seems empty. In the basement, however, you find a camera pointed at the large hole in the ground. On the table next to the camera, you see 3 cassettes, each titled after one of the missing friends. When you hear a curious sound coming from the hole, take the cassettes and run. Not being able to deal with it, you decide to grab the tapes and run. You wander aimlessly through the woods for a few hours until you are found by a search party. You lead them to the house, but the door to the basement is missing. The case remains open. Road to solving this mystery, the forest is restless. What? Knowledge is key. 30 experience plus 15 more for... yeah. All the same good stuff. And we got the forest tapes. Seems broken, but you may be... but maybe you can find a way to repair them. Old God stirs. Winds of plague. A weird epidemic keeps staff at the hospital busy. Skipping in the line will cost you more. And another mailbox key. Right. So, access my inventory and store those for now. I'm not actually sure how to repair them. You can do that, but I don't know how. And I don't think the tiny key we got will do us much good. So we'll store that too. Let's shower and regain some more reason. Okay. Let's do the mermaids. Macabre memory of morbid mermaids. Macabre memory of morbid mermaids. The janitor was obsessed with mermaids. He collected every scrap of the legend about them in the school basement. Now his mind has snapped. He's decided it's time to make one of his own, using unfortunate students' bodies as material. Investigate the seaside! Fine. Let's see here. The ocean is hungry. You're stopped by a person with a knife. They look incredibly sad. It was me, but I'm afraid I'm too much of a coward to do it myself. Can you help me? God. Let's try and talk them out of it. Charisma, success. After a long conversation, they hand over the knife and thank you. Solve this event. Ritualistic dagger. That's a knowledge weapon. Small chance to recover reason after defeating an enemy. Okay, that's a pretty cool weapon. If you have enough knowledge for it to be good. The blade is covered in a strange liquid. And one more time for to investigate the seaside, and hopefully we do not get drenched. Following a barking sound, you find yourself on a beach surrounded by rocks. The hell is this thing? Goblin seal? Well, I'm just going to go hog wild on this thing. And just defeat it in one round without taking any damage. Nice. You may be going crazy, but you can swear something is watching you from the sea. Yeah. There's one thing everyone at the school is talking about. A girl from your area has gone missing. Could there be anything connecting all the missing people? I should investigate downtown next. Let's see here. It's getting dark as you arrive at the cemetery, and shadows move in fantastic and unaccountable ways between the tombstones. Finding the right grave may prove to be a challenge, especially when you feel someone's gaze on your back. Confront the stranger. A priest from the nearby temple asks what you were doing. When you can't make up a lie, you're thrown out. -1 stamina. Could be worse. Asking around the neighborhood. Neighborhood got you some results. It seems that all the girls have attended the same school. We have no funds, so it wouldn't really make any sense to go and shopping. What is this? Here. Oh, okay. Well, investigate the haunted school. Suddenly, everything slows to a crawl. Time Warper. Well, we'll just see how he deals with my flurry of knives. Can't defeat the steak knife. All the missing girls were apparently members of the school swim team. Maybe someone saw the kidnappers stalking them? I was already at the school. The investigation is taking a toll on you. You start to miss the most obvious leads. +4 Doom. You find a notebook containing handwritten and detailed notes about the swimming club itself and mermaids. Mermaids? Oh, you think? Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Investigate the morbid school. A nauseating stench stops you. Someone has scattered rotting fish guts everywhere and hung up countless fish heads. You cover your mouth as you slowly retreat. A vast flock of seagulls outside viciously attack the windows. Whoever the kidnapper may be, they seem to be really obsessed with mermaids. Inside the science lab, you find a plan of the town's sewer system. Someone has marked a path leading directly to the school building from the sea. Through the dirty restaurant window, you notice a shady-looking man wearing a jacket covered in strange symbols. He stops in front of a house, visibly nervous, before he enters for... he checks for anyone wanted followers. What could it mean? Let's do nothing. You try to convince yourself that everything is alright, and you lose your appetite. There's something wrong here. A weird apathy seems to infect every adult you ask for help. You will have to deal with this alone. Hearing footsteps, you turn around. Behind you stands a pretty woman in a sweater. Natural beauty. Yes, this is exactly what I need. You suddenly... you shudder seeing the weird woman reaching to her pocket and grabbing a nasty-looking knife. Pretty face. Mind if I borrow it? Yes, I would mind a lot. So, oh god! She, Wait, what's that? You found an item. Lucky earrings. Oh, she. +2 luck. Yes, let's equip them. Wait. There we go. +2 luck. Nice. Her face came off when I attacked her. I guess that wasn't her face then. You compare the sewer plan with a school map, and it suddenly dawns on you. School basement. That must be the place the kidnapper is keeping missing swimmers. Let me just, let's see here. Quick thinking, plus dex, yes, that's good. Then let's also get... I like that the... I presume what was a jump scare just happened while I was looking at my stats. Let's get some more charisma. No. You know what? Let's get some more strength. Or should I? No. But let's just take a +2 to dex and just go all in on the dex build. No. Wait. I should take luck. I should take luck. Yes. More luck. Now I also have quick thinking. That could have been handy earlier, but yeah. There's no turning back now. God. Let's hope this is she's alright. You burst through the door to the janitor's closet, but it's already too late. The latest missing girl is lying on a dirty mattress. The upper part, at least. A tail of a fish has been crudely sewed in place of her legs. She was too weak and died, you hear the mad janitor say. He looks you up and down. Maybe you'll do. Prepare yourself. Not giving up after the previous failure, the obsessed janitor has found another body to experiment on. You. Well, yeah, but like... There. Ow. Yeah, too much health for me to take him out in one turn, I see. Let's just, there we go. Just stab him to death. Now we have a fire axe. Mad janitor's body slumps to the floor. You pick up his axe and use it as a crutch. You try to leave the room injured and weakened. You slowly lose consciousness on the school corridor. Police officers find you a few hours later. No trace of the mad janitor is found. But you will sleep a little better tonight knowing that the other students are safe. Ending A. We got the fire axe, which is a really good strength weapon. The old god stirs. The crimson moon spotted over Shiokawa keeps everyone on edge. Blood moon. All enemies get additional 20 power. Oh. Don't like that. Scrap the key, take a bath. Get some reason. Check the TV. It's the cooking show. Make sure no one is... Well... Someone was peeking out. Well, only one thing left. Sorrowful saga of the Moonlight Sailors. It began with one fisherman who dragged something truly awful from the belly of the ocean. a dark, writhing ooze that mesmerized him beyond control. He hid himself away for weeks, adoring it, not to be seen until one moonlit night, when a young girl spotted his boat drifting away, a single lantern swinging at the helm, and a captivated fisherman singing eerily to his catch. Now more and more fishermen have begun to find the vile ooze in their nets, and one by one, they're disappearing. Soon the ocean will have taken them all. So I need to discard 2 items to complete this quest. Well, let's start by investigating downtown. Experts are baffled by the sudden appearance of 20 stone statues lined up in a row in the middle of the park. You can cast 1 spell without paying anything. Ah, we don't have any spells. Although you brave the stench, the flowers, you glean nothing besides the fact the fisherman had a wife. Perhaps you could pay her a visit? It's been almost a year since a childhood friend moved away to another city. He left suddenly without even saying goodbye. In a recent letter, he apologizes for the disappearance and asks you to remove the furniture from his flat because he wants to sell it. In the envelope, you find a key to his apartment. Help your friend. Strength check success. You find another letter behind a wardrobe. It explains that the reason your friend left was that the shadow people were stalking him. You shudder when you realize you haven't seen the moving company's truck driver's face. When you arrive at the fisherman's house, it stands long vacant. Peering in through the dusty window, you recoil in shock. Investigate the mansion. As you glance around, you notice that more and more people are wearing strange masks, unlike anything you've ever seen before. As you turn to your friends, for reassurance, you notice that some also wear these eerie masks. Their voices sound muffled and distorted, and you can't shake off the feeling that they are not quite themselves. The hair on the back of your neck stands on end, and you realize something is terribly wrong. They're preparing for something. This can't be healthy. Are they hiding something? Are they hiding something? You can't help but wonder what lies behind the masks that conceal the faces of the people around you. Are these even the people they claim to be? Or are they just masquerading as something they're not, hiding their true identities behind the masks that they wear, -2 reason? Dang it! The fisherman's wife lies in the kitchen, mutilated and covered with black marks. Investigation. Can wait. A hot bath is too inviting. Yeah, take a bath. Or gain 1 reason. Surely someone else must have caught one of these. You lurk around, hoping to spot one of them. Seaside. Time to risk getting drenched. Takahashi, you hear a chipper voice shout during a jog around the area. You turn your head to see another one of your teammates in casual clothes, smiling, blissfully unaware of everything going on. What's up, Captain? Come jog with me. Notice this thing weird. Come jog with me! After a bit of playful coaxing, you convince her to join you for another lap or two. The extra competition motivates you to push yourself harder. You wrap up your workout, tired but satisfied with yourself. So my stats changed, but I can't really see anywhere what happened. So, The young man has glassy eyes and mumbles his replies between caressing his catch. The beating movement in his arms disturbs you. A sudden blast of heat grabs your attention. An older man stands next to you. You screams in pain as he's engulfed in fire from seemingly nowhere. As other people start to panic and help the burn victim, you spot a hooded woman standing in the distance. When she sees you, she starts to run. You can't shake off the feeling that you were the target of the supernatural attack. Pursue the hooded woman. Distracted check success. Better. The hooded woman disappears behind a corridor, or a corner, and when you get there, she's gone already, mixed in with a crowd. In a nearby dumpster, you find the sulfur-stinking hoodie and an envelope containing your photo, plus a curious incantation. So we got a spell that can deal 8 damage, but it costs 1 stamina and 1 reason to cast. Or I can just forget the spell and regain reason, but I'll do that later. Something pulls you toward the beach. A statuette half-buried in the sand is calling you. Feeling your hands shaking, you take a step closer. I'm gonna ignore it because I have a perk that lets me do that. Strength check success. Despite your sudden desire, you get a hold of yourself, moving away from it. You quickly forget the whole encounter. You slip out at night and race towards the beach, terrified of what comes next. The full moon shines bright in the cloudless night sky. The inky black ocean waves gleam eerily. All the residents have drawn their shutters tight and locked their doors. Your footsteps are silent in the sand. The only sound are your ragged breathing and pounding heartbeat. You arrive at the water's edge breathless. The possessed fishermen's boats fill the horizon with their light. Tiny yellow spots navigating across the dark ocean under a dark sky. You cannot make out the figures on board. Hypnotized, you watch as they bob their way out of the harbor. The lanterns move further and further away, and you hear the odd chanting slowly fade with the wind. You stand in the cold until the final boat is out of sight, and it is pitch black again. There's nothing to do now. You head home, weird chant still in your head. No one spoke of the fishermen after they sailed off. Grieving mothers would not let their children anywhere near the cursed beach. Over time, people forgot the last time they saw a boat out on the waves. So, yeah. That's ending B. I think I already got ending A, so that's another ending. Collected. Missing sailors. New events available. And I get 30 XP. They all got stirs. Arcane storm. Local scientists are baffled. An unprecedented aura-like event has bathed the entire town in an unnatural green glow. Recent cost of all spells is increased by 1. Oh, and we got a level. Art knowledge. Regain stamina for all past skill checks. Small doom penalty for running. Well, we just got the last key though, so let's take discipline and some stamina. There. And we go and we take a cold bath to regain an additional point of reason. And with all of the mysteries solved, all that remains is the lighthouse. The ominous lighthouse has been closed down for longer than you can remember. Multiple padlocks prevent you from entering the building. Got all the keys. It's time to enter the lighthouse. You finally made it inside the cursed lighthouse. Your god is telling you two things: that whoever or whatever is behind the weird events must be on the highest floor of this place, and that you should run as far as you can. You're afraid there won't be a way back once you start climbing these stairs. So, let's go to our storage. There's nothing here. I can rest a bit. Let's do that. And then start climbing the lighthouse. Following a winding staircase, you find a metal gate that blocks your way. It's locked, but you notice an electrical cable. It seems to connect the door to a hole inside the central pillar. If there's a switch inside, you'll have to risk getting cut by the number of glass shards and knives. Find the switch. That should be easy enough. That's a dex. Check. You've managed to locate the door switch while avoiding the knives and glass shards. With a buzz, the gate opens. Climbing up the winding staircase, you're stopped by a masked man wearing an expensive suit. "The rules have changed, kiddo," he says, taking the jacket and the mask off. "Nothing personal, really." Takashi-san. Well, he will be no match for my ultimate knife move. Here we go. Didn't even leave a scratch. Following the winding staircase, you're stopped. Wait a minute. Someone has been taking your photos. They focused on the enemies you fought with. There's something wrong, but you can't precisely say what. Select the enemy you fought as the second one. I think that was the gossip junkie? Correct answer. You rip the photo. Underneath it is a tiny button. You press it and with a buzz, the gate opens. You're stopped by a girl wearing dirty blacks, wearing dirty black school uniform. I'm sorry, but I can't let you go any further, she says, reaching for her bag. It's too late anyway. You instinctively take a step back when you notice a knife in her hand. You have to think fast. Try and reason with her. Not enough charisma. You try to talk her into allowing you passage, but suddenly she raises the knife and slices right across her own throat, nearly decapitating herself. You carefully step over her body. -3 reason. Following the winding stairs, you're stopped by darkness. A thick black cloud is obscuring your vision, and you can swear something is waiting for you inside it. And I don't have a flashlight. Continue climbing. Decide to brave through the veil. You finally emerge a while later safe. You can't, however, explain the blasphemous whispers you heard. -3 reason. The dark clouds swirl around the lighthouse. Did you arrive too late? I don't know. Oh, there we go. As the unnatural fog slowly lifts, you're relieved and collapse on the floor. The next day, everything feels like a bad dream. You've managed to stop the ritual, awakening the eldritch old god. But what's done is done. It will stir in its slumber again and again until the stars are right again. Congratulations, you are safe. For now. Congratulations, you've survived. Level 5 difficulty, level cultist, equipment steak knife, and lucky earrings. Backstory, World of Horror. Summoned old god Ito. Incoming doom, 56%, not at all threatening. Chosen timeline, A. And it lasted 82 minutes, and yeah. That's World of Horror, that's a run. You've managed to solve 5 mysteries plaguing this town. You saw 17 new events, you encountered 8 new enemies, and I unlocked 2 new achievements. And that is the gist of the game. The full game comes out here the 19th, apparently. At least version 1.0. So I'm looking forward to see what that brings. This is for my friends, as I go defeat the mad janitor. Unlocking Ikumi as an ally. Meet your other neighbor. That unlocks an outfit. Meet a school wraith haunting the corridor. That unlocks a spell. So yeah, each playthrough, if you do different things, handle different situations in different manners, you'll unlock things like playable characters, new allies, new spells you can obtain while playing, and so forth. Complete a playthrough without resting. Fit Girl, complete a game with the second character. Roll a 1 during a stat check, bad luck. So, Hermit ally. Surprise the dog. Innocent student outfit. World saved 1. Win your first playthrough. That unlocks endless mode. World save 2. Win your second playthrough. That unlocks Mimi. Win your third playthrough. Extended A. World doomed. Lose your playthrough due to reason loss. Unlocks pain medication. Win a playthrough using World of Horror backstory. Premium none. No, sir. Defeat Dream Devourer without killing a single patient. And that also unlocks an ally. And it's like a bestiary. Yeah, that's the game. Hope it was entertaining. For now, I will end the stream here, as it's getting late. So yeah, thank you for watching, and you know, follow my Twitch, subscribe to my YouTube if you want to. I'm not your boss. Like, comment, all that jazz, and yeah, see you next time.